Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and to our second video for today, which is coming as a storm is brewing outside, I think. So you may hear window panes rattling or wind howling or doors at some point. I hope not, but certainly there's some bad weather coming. Now, this puzzle it's got a disarmingly simple rule set. It's a new compiler to me, David LG, I believe Simon said, and it's called Neighbor Sum Sudoku. Now, the simple rule set, as well as normal Sudoku rules, the grey cells sum the digits around them that touch them. So this grey cell here is adding up the three white cells around it. And that's it. That's the whole rule set. One given digit in the middle. Unbelievable. I mean, how can that possibly even be? But apparently this is a solvable Sudoku. So thanks to the people on Discord who have tested it, I don't know, I'm thinking this is going to be hard. So do feel free to give it a go on the link below the video, or just watch the solve if you prefer to do that. Now, before doing that, don't forget the book on Kickstarter. Don't forget the Patreon site. Don't forget our apps. All on links below the video in the description. But the first link below the video is this puzzle, and you can try it in our software. So do give it a go, and I'm going to try now. So let's get cracking, if we can. Right. I mean, the one in the corner is not a lot of use. I mean, that could be anything from 3 to 9, depending on what those cells are. But it gets more interesting when you get one with 4 around it. Actually, yes, I can see the corners of the boxes, they're slightly less good. This has got to be at least 6, because it's got to have a 1 and a 2 there, and it's got to have a 1 and a 2 there. Absolute minimum. That would make 6. Obviously, 1 or 2 of those digits, maybe even 3 of them, could be higher than that. This one and this one, though, are much better placed. Actually, that's in exactly the same type of position as that, so same deal there. But this one has to have at least 1, 2, and 3 there, and then at least 1 there. So this has to be at least 7, as does this one up here. So what's the max? So, okay, 1, 2, or 3 there. Okay, that means this has to be 1, 2, or 3 itself. And the same here, because the minimum here is 6. And now these cannot be 6 because of that being a 1, 2, or 3. They have to add up to at least 7. So that can't be a 3, and this can't be a 7. And now we're beginning to narrow things down a tiny bit. I mean, it feels like the most incremental change, but anyway. Now, I've just noticed this as well. That has to be surrounded by at least 1, 2, and 3. It's in a row with a 6, so it's 7, 8, or 9. There must be a 1 around it. Yes, that's interesting. No, it's not even true. It could be 2, 3, and 4 around that. But around this. And yeah, there has to be a 1 around this, doesn't there? Yeah, this can't be 2, 3, and 4, because with 1 there, that would make 10. Okay, so there's a 1 in there, so there's not a 1 there in the same box. So now this can't be 7. That is 8 or 9 as well. These are selected from they're either 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4. That's definite. I think the same is true. No, it's not true here, because this can be a 1 or a 2. So these are either, I suppose they could be 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 5. And that's still all possible. How are we going to narrow that down? Yes, okay, this corner one may be coming to the rescue a bit here. Now, imagine if this was a 3 Oh, that's nice. Yes, if this was a 3, you'd have 1, 2, 3 here, absolute minimum, to get the maximum here of 9. But you've used 1, 2, and 3 in the box. So the minimum for these two is now 4, 5. And that would need another 9 in the box. And anything else would blow it. So that cannot be 3. Wow, we get a digit in the grid. So these, do they have to be 1, 3, 4 now? Yes, they do. And this is 9. Yes. Okay, let's take out the corner marks because I don't need those anymore. Now, what do these have to... No, hang on. I've got ahead of myself there. I've probably gone wrong. Right, these could be 1, 2, 4. No, they could be 1, 2, 3. Yes, now they can be 1, 2, 3, but with that not being a 3, that's it. Now they can be 1, 2, 3, that would be 8. Then you'd have 4, 5 here, giving 9. The alternative is that these are 1, 2, 4, giving 9 here. Then you have to have 3, 5 here, giving 8. So 5 is definitely up here. Let's put the corner marks back, 1 or 2. Actually, that can't be 2 because it's in the same column as a 2. So they could all be 1. These... Well, sorry, they can all be 1, but one of these must be a 1. One of these two must be a 2. The other one of those 3 is a 3 or a 4. This is either 5, 3 or 5, 4. So this is 6 and 7. Yeah, this one up here is either 8 or 9. We've got a weird 8, 9 pair in the box. Oh, this is so strange. Right, now this can be 1, 3, 4 minimum. It has to be. Yes, that's a 1, 3, 4 set. And that's a 1, and this is a 1, and this is a 9. Sorry, this is messing with me quite badly. That can't be a 1 now. 1 must be in one of those two, so that can't be a 1. Now we've got 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 set. So we've got 5, 6, 7, and 8 to go in here. Ah, that's going to have an effect here. What can this be? A minimum 5 there. 1 and 2 here would make 8. And the only alternative is 1 and 3 here with a 5. That can't be 7 or 8 now because that would be too many. So these two definitely include a 1. That can be a 9. And that gives me an 8, 9 pair in the column. So 8 comes out of those. The 8 in box 4 must now be here. We've got a 5, 6, 7 triple. We know one of these is 5. It can't be this one. That's brilliant. Oh, what a clever puzzle. What a work of genius. Right, that hasn't sorted this out at all. But it's put a 5 up there with a 3 or a 4 to make 8 or 9. Now that could still be 6, 1, 2. What else is going on in the column then? We've got 8, 9 pair. We've got a 5, 6, 7. That's from 1, 2, 3, 4, which is not that helpful. Ah, but look, this 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, I should have seen this a while ago. Has got a 1 here. So 2 and 3 are the absolute minimum here. And 1 and 2 are the minimum the other way. So those are from 2, 3, and 4, and definitely included 2. This can't be 6 anymore, but it can't be 7 either, because these have to add up to 5, and there has to be another 3 that side. So there's only 1 degree of freedom. If that's 2 and 3, this can be as much as 1 and 3, but it can't be 1 and 3 because there's a 1, 3 pair in that cell. So this must be a 1, 2 pair. That makes this a 3. That takes away all the degrees of freedom from this grey cell. This is so clever. We can fill in all of those numbers now. That makes this one a 2, which makes this one a 1. Now, we still don't know if this is 2, 3 or 2, 4, but that 2, right, that decides where the 2 is around this grey cell. It's not there anymore. It must be here. This is now a 4. 1, 2, 3 are all gone in the box. Those aren't 5. That's a 3. That means this is 8. That means this is 9. 2, 4. This is the 1. This is a 4, not a 3. So those aren't 4s. This is the 4 around that 9. We've got a 7, 6 pair at the bottom, a 5, 8 pair down there. Can't do anything about those, or that 6, 7 pair. But that's quite a lot of the left side suddenly done. This, I mean, I love the way this puzzle works together. It is so brilliant. Now, did we decide that had to have a 1 around it? Because if we do, it has to be here. If we did, it has to be here. But I don't think we did. It could be 2, 3, and 4. So there's a 1 in the box in one of those 2 cells. Oh, is there any more to tidy up here of what we've done? No, probably not, irritatingly. And I'm going to have to remember that these pencil mark 2s are stretching across a box boundary, which I don't like doing, but it may be very useful here. So if that was 7, we'd have 1 and a 2, 4 pair, which is possible because this could be 3 and 2. The 4 would have to be here, the 2 would have to be here. If it was 8, 5, no, couldn't be 1, 5, 2, because that would, this cell can't be 1, 2 or 5. But it could again be 1, 3, 4. So, okay, we can't really rule that. Oh, it can't be 8, obviously, because of that. Ah, so it could still be 2, 3, and 4. That's certainly possible, making 9. It could be 1, 2, and 4, but the 2 would have to be here. But there's also 1, 2, 6, and 3, 5, 1 to consider. Okay, I can't make deductions about that. Let's have a look at this one, which must have got a little restricted because of that 2. Oh, and a 1 or 3 there. Oh, that is interesting. This can't be 1, 2 because of the 2. It can't even be 1, 3 because of the 1, 3 pair. So the minimum it can now be is 1, 4. Indeed, it must have a 1 because it can't be 3, 4, because that would blow the total. You'd have to have far too much here to allow that to be 9. So there is a 1 in these 2 cells. That cell tells me it's not there. The 1 is here, and that fixes this 3 and 1 pair, which does nothing else. Right, but now this has to be at least 4. It could be 5. Now we're going to have either 1, 2 or 1, 3 here. That must be the 1 because it can't be here. That does fix the 1 in box 2 up there. This is 2 or 3. This can't be 6 or 7 anymore. Wow, brilliant. Now what though? What's this? It's got a 1. These can't be 1s. And they can't be 4s. Could be 2, 3. So this can still be as little as 6. 2, 4 is not possible. 2, 5 is possible. The 2 being here every time. But 3, 5 is also possible. So I think this cell can be 2, 3 or 5. This one can be 3 or 5. Is 9, 1, 6, 2? Oh, maybe that's possible as well. So 6 there. Okay, well, at least we've got quite some restrictions going there. Oh, that's 6. Well, why have I put a 6-7 pair in here? 6 was given from the start, so forget 6 there. Absolute nonsense. But that can still be a 3, 9, 5, so I can't rule out much from that. But that's an 8-9 pair now, 8-9-1, so this is a 4-5-7 triple. This is not a 4, doesn't quite resolve this stuff. Oh, this can't be 8. We know that 8 is here now. This is part of a 2-3-5 triple, 1-8-9. This is a 4-6-7 triple. This is a 2-3-9 triple with that. Okay, but none of these are touching grey cells, so I don't get much more information from them. Now, what's going on with this last one? Okay, well, it can't have a 1 around it. But it can share a digit. Those could be the same digit. So they could both be 2s. In which case, this might be a 3 and 7 is the minimum number there. Now, what else could be going on? Let's put in these minimums. Okay, minimums are 2 there. I mean, of course, this could be a 2 if they were bigger. So 3s, we'll put in 3s everywhere as well, annoyingly. These two can't be 4s, but this one can be. Now, is there any way of getting a 5 around this? 2, 2, and 5 is the only way with this being a 9. Now, that would put a lot of pressure on, though. If this was a 9 with a 5 here, yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because these would both have to be 2s if that... Okay, sorry, the case I'm positing is this a 5? That's what I'm trying to check. And if it was, this would be a 9. These would both have to be 2s, but that 9 would force this to be an 8, which would make this a 2 as well. So you'd get clashing 2s in column 7. So that's not a 5. Now we have a 2-3 pair here. This can't be... No, it could be 2. 2, 2, 3, yes. No, so that hasn't ruled out any of these possible digits. Irritating. Okay, not to worry. Right, what else can we do? Now, if it was a 9, that would actually make this a 4, definitely. Oh God, look, 9 looking at that cell. I'm so sorry. 8 there. You may have been shouting at that for ages and I just haven't been looking at it. So that's not a 4. This is definitely a 2-3 pair here. And in fact, now we've got a 2-3 pair in the box as well. Oh, that's quite interesting. Oh, look, yes, that's beautiful. If this was a 9, I'm going to show you this doesn't work, actually, because that would make this an 8. That would have to be a 4 because the degree of freedom was taken out. Now where does 4 go in box 8? It has to go here, and that clashes with the 4 we need for this to be a 9. So that is not a 9. Oh, 9, 1, 8. Okay, well, what about this thing? Oh, well, obviously that's not an 8. Madness, putting it in as a possibility. 8 is there. Now, what does this have around it? Either has 2, 4, if that's a 7. Ah, look, we've now got 2, 3 ruled out of this cell, which has to be at least a 4. So it's either 4 or 6. This can't be a 3, so there's no way. Well, in fact, it has to be even. And a 4 doesn't work because that would need another 4 there. So this is definitely a 2. That's not a 2. But it doesn't actually tell us which of these possibilities is which yet. Surprisingly. Right, not to worry about that then. 4, 5, 6 and 7 must go in that row now. Now, this can't be a 9. We've said that. So this can't be a 4. So there's a 2-3 pair in this box, 2-3 pair in this box. 3, in fact, is somewhere up here in box 2, which means this isn't a 3. Ooh, which means it's quite big. So with a 5 there, I'd need a 2 or 3 here. This can't be 5 anymore. The 5 in the box is now here. Another 2-3 pair, 2-3 pair, 2-3 pairs all over the place. Must be in those cells, the 2-3 pair in that box. Ah, it doesn't help. Right, so there's still 1 degree of freedom here. One of these could be more than the minimum, or that might not be 8 and might be 9. Well, if one of those is more than the minimum, that is 9, or that could be 8, and those could both be at the minimum. Oh, does that mean one of these has to be minimum? Because one of these is 8. So one of these is minimum, i.e. 2. Yeah, I thought that might prove that this is a 4, but I don't think it does. Sorry if I'm missing the logic, and it does. I don't think it does, though. Right, 3 is in one of those cells. This is 5 or 6. That's not a 5, obviously, because of the 5 in the column. 1. Where does 1 go in this box? Got to be down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These can't be 8s. That's 5, 7, or 9. That's not that helpful. I think I'm looking at the wrong stuff now. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, how can we... Right, if this was... Oh, yeah, that doesn't work, of course. If this was 8, that would make this the minimum 2, but it would make this 7, which needs that to be the minimum 2 as well. So that's nonsense. Okay, should have seen that before. That's 9. That's 8. Now that has to be surrounded by its minima. So 3 there. And that 3 is sorting out all these 2-3 pairs. I'm going to be able to fill in that grey cell when I go back to that and check it in a moment. But I'm just doing the 2-3 pairs first. We get a 3 up there. We get a 2 up there. I might have done all the 2-3s in the grid. Yeah, that's a 3. That's a 9. Oh, this is good. This is coming now. Right, 5's actually there, so I can put a 5 in there, take out 5's from all those. Completely failed to do that. Right, now this, we can just add it up. 2, 2, and 3 is 7. That's not a 7. That has fixed this 6, 7 pair. This is either 5 or 9 because there's an 8 in the box. That puts 8 basically in the bottom row. 5, 9, 2, 3, 1, 8. 7 in the box must be there. We can do 6 and 4. Oh yes, this is coming. What a clever, clever puzzle. I mean, it's been obvious. Sorry, I'm repeating myself, but I am lost in admiration for how good this is. 8 there by Sudoku. 4 or 5. Surely we've got this done now. And weirdly, we haven't. Oh, that's not 4. No, that doesn't resolve it. I thought that would be done by now. 3, 1, 2, 8. Oh, right. This 9 sum is done. Right. 1, 2, 5. That's a 4. Yes, the minimum. 5 there. Surely that's fixed this. What on earth? How has that not been resolved yet? 2, 3, 8, 1, 5. Oh well, just keep concentrating and doing the Sudoku. Right, 4, 6 pair in the top. So that's a 7. So this is a 9, and that does resolve the last neighbouring sum. 9 we can place there. If I'd thought a bit earlier, where do all the 9s go? I would have basically got to that thing that was bothering me. 6 there, 7, 4, 5 and 7, 6, 4, 7, 6 and 4 to place there. I think we are there now, if I get the digits right, 9 and 5. Lovely puzzle. Well done, David LG. That really is excellent. Let's check that we have done the right thing. Really clever. I mean, unsurprisingly, lots of these grey cells were filled with 9s. Those that weren't were filled with 8s, but not that one. But you just didn't know until the very end up here. Really clever. I loved how that all came together. Super, super idea, super execution. I understand that David gave credit to somebody on the Discord. So was it Kidok for helping him? But whoever it was, thank you, because that was really worth it. Enjoyed that a lot. Hope that was of some use to you as a solver, and I hope you enjoyed it if you just tried it yourself, because you should have. That's really clever. And hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.